Hi, this is Gannon Kashiwa with Universal Audio, and here we are at NAMM 2017. A little bit loud here, I hope you can hear me. But we have some really exciting news at NAMM 2017. We're releasing our newest member of the Apollo family, which is the Apollo Twin Mark II. Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with Apollo, Apollo is our flagship line of audio interfaces all around the world. People are using Apollos to make hit records. What's it take to make a record? Well, you have to start with great conversion. So Apollos boast the best class-leading specifications in terms of D to A and A to D conversion, and we've just improved the specs on the new Apollos. So we now offer class-leading A to D and D to A. One of the things, though, that's more important than that is the sound, and our 50-year legacy of world-class audio design really comes to bear in the Apollo platform. So you get sound that's fat and rich and never sterile or clinical like some other audio interfaces. You need great mic preamps, and with Apollo we have a unique technology that's called unison technology, which is a combination of hardware and software. It's an integration of the two. So we provide impedance correct with correct gain scaling models of tube and transformer based mic preamps from Neve, API, Manley, and more. And we also apply that same technology to our high Z input. So the high Z input is really important for guitarists and bassists, for example. You plug in, your pickups react a little bit differently to the impedance of the guitar or amp that we're modeling. So we model the correct impedance, the correct gain scaling to give you the feel and performance of the models that we're after. So it's very important. We also offer real-time analog processing, real-time analog processing in the digital domain. What that means is the most important thing for you to hear when you're performing is to get a great sound so that you can feel, and you feel like you're inspired when you're playing. So we offer real-time analog classics, which are plugins that run in the DSPs on the Apollo. These allow you to track and record in real time with virtually no latency other than your input. Pardon me. And these let you get inspired, and you can track with these and actually commit the plugins to tape, or you can bypass that and just simply record what's coming into the preamp and then re-get your sound later. So you have the choice, and you can do that on a channel-by-channel basis. And what makes that all possible is the Apollo console environment. This is our real-time environment that's a software console that controls what the Apollo does. So this lets you do your headphone routing. It lets you route your I/O to different places in your computer and basically tailor your hardware to what your application is. So very cool real-time environment. So Apollo Twin Mark II is the latest iteration of the Apollo. It replaces the original Apollo Twin Silver unit, which was by far the most successful desktop professional audio interface ever. So how did we improve it? Across the board. We improved the A to D and D to A's, so we've brought those up and give you more dynamic range, lower THD across the board. Sounds fantastic. We've also increased the amount of DSP that's available in the interface. So this one now offers up to quad processing, which is 4 DSP processors on board. It comes in 3 flavors, so you can get a solo or a duo or a quad. We also offer a comprehensive control room interface now. So with an integrated talkback microphone and dedicated switches for alt monitor switching, dim, solo, mute, and talkback. So all of these things are built into the Apollo Twin now. So if you own an existing Apollo, you can combine that and it becomes the ultimate desktop remote. You have audio inputs, you have a headphone, you have your high Z input. It's perfect for controlling your whole studio environment right from your desktop. They're available in 3 flavors, which is the Solo at $6.99 street, the Duo at $8.99 street, and the Quad, which is $12.99 street. So terrific value there. And then the other message that I wanted to convey is this is all running on a Windows computer. So all of our Apollo interfaces are now compatible with Windows 10 64-bit audio over Thunderbolt. So we've taken a little bit of criticism from our Windows constituency over the past couple of years. We've been really hard at work behind the scenes to create drivers that allow us to do the same aggregation of interfaces on the Windows environment, which is a very difficult task. Which is really cool, though. You can now go in and with a multiple Apollo rig, you can do exactly what you can do on an Apollo on the Mac. So you can see I have an Apollo 8P and a twin sitting on a Thunderbolt bus on a PC. I can go in and I can use our I/O matrix. The I/O matrix is a really unique functionality, and that allows you to tailor the amount of I/O that you're sending to ASIO. So just like we can do with core audio, you can select the inputs and outputs one by one and go channel by channel to select which input wants to be used in which location. You can also limit or tell the computer how many inputs and outputs you want to use in your driver. For people who are using Pro Tools, for example, they limit the number of I/O that you can have to 32 inputs and 32 outputs. So you can say to our driver, just put 32 inputs and 32 outputs in there. Publish that to ASIO, and that's what the computer sees. So that's a remarkable way of packaging our driver and sending it to the computer. So we're doubling down on our commitment to the Windows platform. If you don't have Thunderbolt on your computer and you're not running Windows 10 AE, you can use our Apollo Twin USB, the satellite USB, which are USB 3 equipped. If you don't have USB 3, we have Apollo FireWire, we have PCIe cards, so basically we're coming out with the most comprehensive systems that are available for the Windows computer across the board. With Apollo Twin Mark II, this is available in stores today. We announced it today, it's available and shipping today. The multi-unit Thunderbolt, we released single unit Thunderbolt in November of last year. The multi-unit with all of the ASIO driver work that we were just doing is coming in about a month, in Q1 of 2017.